Gospođo, možete reći kakvi ste problema sa zdravljem imali, kada ste došli ovdje, kakve tretmane ste imali i kako se osjećate sada? S kojom dijagnozom?
Okay, what kind of problem, health problem you have? When did you come here and how you know that?
Thank you. I came here March the 4th, 2003, because I had no hope for the multiple malignant brain tumors that I've had for 14 years. I have what is known as Hemangioperycitomas. These are tumors that it took them quite a while to diagnose. It started at USC University Hospital in Los Angeles when I went in with a massive brain tumor in 1989. This was 14 years ago. It took them a long time, and I've had 3 operations, brain tumor operations. And I've had what is known as a photon beam, which is radiotactic surgery at UCLA. And right along for all of these years, these particular tumors have been aggressive, and that's why they call them malignant, because of the way they behave. And so I came, UCLA wanted to do full brain radiation in January, and the medical report said that these were multiplying and that if they gave me alternatives. If I did not have radiation, then my CSF fluid would be clogged. That's the spinal fluid, and I could go blind or become paralyzed. And that if I did have radiation, I would eventually, guesswork, lose my memory and my hair, which is a woman's crowning glory. I would have lost it. And maybe other things that I've heard the side effects of this particular treatment. Now, for some people it works. Traditional medicine has helped me. I'm alive today partly because of traditional medicine. But then they wanted to do full brain radiation, and I refused. So I was guided to him, strangely enough, ironically enough, providentially enough, by the Mother of God, Mary, who came to me through a photograph of a weeping Madonna in Australia, given to me by a girlfriend. And I, after I had held this picture to my chest and went to a healing mass, the next day I found Mr. Kostovich's ad in the newspaper. So I feel I was guided down here through her, and when I phoned him, I asked him if I noticed his accent, and I asked him if he had been to Medjugorje, and he said many times. So that connected me. That photograph of the Mother of God and Mr. Kostovich's trips to Medjugorje said, yes, go, you can trust him. He's not off the wall. I'm going to give it a chance. Mm-hmm. And the rest is history. He's been training me, and now my medical reports, the last one that I had in my MRI, proved that my tumors were dead. 3 were disappeared. They couldn't even find it in the records. They couldn't even find 3 tumors. They don't know what happened to them. And the other 3 are dead. They're just formations. They're dead. And Mr. Kostovich is cleaning my brain at the moment, where in the beginning it was very, very painful. I didn't think at a certain point in the treatment I could continue with him because it was just very painful, you know. And we got beyond that because he's good and kind, and he made me laugh, and his treatments are very, very good, and I feel his spirit is very, very pure heart. And not only that, but I think he's a genius in the work he's doing in his scientific work. And so proof is in the pudding, and it's on black and white, and I'm on the way to recovery, if not totally recovered right now. I'll have another MRI at the end of, or beginning of December, And we'll see. But right now, the medical reports say that the tumors are dead, and that they don't know what happened to 3 of them. They just vanished.
Na koji način vi znate i osjećate da vam je bolje, da nemate problema toliki sa zdravljem kao prije, i svoja iskustva s kim ste podijelili? Jeste li nekome pričali i što oni kažu na to?
How you know that you feel better, and did you share your experience with anybody else?
Yes, I did. I went to I took Mr. Kostovic to visit my 2 doctors, one at UCLA and one at Cedars-Sinai. And the one at Cedars-Sinai is Dr. Keith Black, who's the famous surgeon who operates on, can you understand me, on inoperable tumors? He operates on inoperable tumors, and he's done some phenomenal work, and he operated on me twice. And he sat with Mr. Kostovic and said, "You're doing some exciting work." And he was kind enough to meet with us. And then I took him with my friend Dell Anderson, who came down here to help me and to help Nick. And she's a very brilliant woman in her own way. And she's here and doing some wonderful things for Mr. Kostovic in a very short period of time. She's amazing. Anyway, so yes, and then I took Mr. Kostovic to UCLA with my friend Dell Anderson, and he sat with us, Dr. DeSalis, who is a radiodactic surgeon who operates also on tumors in the body, similar to, they were colleagues, Dr. Black and Dr. DeSalis are traditional medicine, top-of-the-line scientists in the scientific world. They work together. Dr. Keith Black was taken out of, he left UCLA to head up the tumor department at Cedars-Sinai. He's a phenomenal man. He used to study consciousness, but now he found his fingers and his brain were so good in terms of removing tumors medically. But Mr. Kostovic can even help these surgeons in this way, that through his technique, he can kill, please help, I'm not so sophisticated in his technology, but from what I can grasp at this point, in surgery, he can loosen the bad tumors from the attachment to the brain and make it easier for the surgeon to come in and excrete it, pull it out. And that way they don't have to cut into the vessels and the neurons and leave trails like tails, like roots of these tumors, which are wrapping around blood vessels and causing people to die because radiation can't get it. It's a fact that radiation cannot get those roots, cannot cure. They can go so far, but they don't have the energetic medicine, the kind of work that Mr. Kostovic does, that they can give a person a clean bill of health. They can go so far, God bless them. They are wonderful, but they must learn. See, I believe that doctors, some of them, have their own kind of tumors, and that's ego. So they need to, come together with a brilliant mind like Mr. Kostovic and their brilliant minds and work together and open doors so that we can heal people. And that is what Mr. Kostovic really, all these days, I've been with him now almost 3 months, and all I hear him wanting to do is to help the people. He had a very, very beautiful experience. I don't know if I'm allowed to share it or not, and it would not come from my heart, it would come from his, but I just like to share a beautiful thing that happened to him. He, because of what he does, he has gotten a very incredible insight through providence, through God. Years ago in 1983, in August, I believe it was, he was standing on his patio in Split, former Yugoslavia. And he saw a white light. And in this white light, he saw colors, all the colors of the rainbow. And in these colors, he saw the face of Jesus. Now, our Lord, Jesus Christ, kissed him and vanished. After that, he discovered the nucleus, if you will, the nucleus of the sun. Amazing. People would think he was, but then not everybody has that kind of faith to believe this. I'm blessed, and Dell is blessed, and many of my friends are blessed to understand this. I said to him one day, well, why did you get a kiss? I pray too. Why didn't I get a kiss? And he said, so humbly, he said, God maybe knew I wanted to help the people, and I had been helping the people before that. But he had done a lot of his own studies, libraries and rare books, and his father was a very important man in Tito's army, and he studied too for 30 years, and Mr. Kostovic was given that information, a lot of that information. So coupled with his father's tremendous background and Nick's incredible study, and then the divine kiss, here I am. And we are receiving that kiss through those colors to this very day. And I believe it's a transference. And I have a very interesting concept. I'm not sure that everybody is going to be a recipient of this. I hope they are, but let's hope that we can heal everybody. But whoever we can heal, Mr. Kostovic will heal them.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to read your book about Nishi. That's the one I want to read. Is your interpretation of Nishi? Is this okay? Well, I didn't know.
Konstantin, kakvi ste problema sa zdravljem imali kad ste došli ovdje i na koji način vam je gospodin Kostović pomogao?
What problems you have had with your health? What time did you come here, and how much Kostović helped you?
Okay. First of all, my name is Constantine Calders, and I live here in San Pedro, California. And I am suffering from adult onset type 2 diabetes that I've had since 92 that I've known. I've had a triple bypass in 96. I have a pacemaker, and I've had a record of high blood sugar for the last 10 years that I've been trying to control with oral medication. And I'm currently undergoing medical care with a very prominent doctor in West Los Angeles that is specializes in diabetes, and I'm on certain medications. As a result of my diabetes, I've also have gotten what they call diabetic retinopathy, which is where my sight has clouded over. I've lost eyesight, and I've had laser surgery to stop the bleeding in my blood vessels in my eyes, and I've also had a procedure in my retina where he has cleaned some of the dead blood cells. My retina eyes ophthalmologist. And since then, I'm now in recovery. I've been here a week with seven treatments, and what we've been doing is keeping record of my blood sugar and working on my taking energy in my brain to try and help relieve from what I understand, increase the blood flow into my eyes to clear up some of my vision. And I feel better. As a result, I have also suffered from depression, clinical depression, and since I've been here, I feel a little more energetic, and I'm not lethargic as much and wanting to go sit on the couch. So I've definitely felt an improvement in my physical state, and so from that standpoint, as being a new patient, I'm willing to experiment with this process, so that if it helps me, I win. And so here I am.
Možete li reći na koji način ste vi osjećate da vam je bolje i kad vam je bilo bolje, nakon koliko tretmana, nakon kojeg vremena?
How do you feel that you feel better now, and
Yeah.
how many treatments you have had until you came to realize this?
Well, I mean, I think the first couple of treatments, after, you start feeling something the first treatment, but whether or not, every day, like my blood sugar is improved. I'm on medication, but my blood sugar is very volatile, and I have to be very disciplined in what I eat and so forth, and what time I eat. And I'm taking I'm recording my blood sugar in the mornings, and they've gone from 158 to today, this morning, 120, and I've stayed on pretty much the same food regimen. So, I feel a slight improvement, and it's like Big Nick says, we're not going to get an instant result as a result of one treatment. So I'm here for 30 days, and I've been here a week so far. So that's I feel more positive than negative. It's easy to have doubt, but I mean, at this point in my life, with all the injuries I've sustained because of my diabetes and heart problems, I don't have anything to lose to try this out.
Thank you.
Is that enough?
Okay. A gospođo Mlikuti, možete reći kakvi ste vi problema imali sa zdravljem i kad ste došli ovdje, na koji način vam je gospodin Kostović pomogao?
Okay, I understood this. I'm Barbara Mlikutin, and I developed about 3 months ago severe muscle pain in my arms, my shoulder, my leg, my back, and I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't drive my car because my arms hurt. I couldn't turn my head driving, and I went to the doctor. They did blood tests, which were normal. They couldn't find out what's the problem. And then my husband, who was treated by Mr. Kostovic, told him about it. So he said, why don't you come and see what we can do for you? So I came beginning of May, and I've come 3 times a week for treatment, and I feel 80% better, maybe even 90%.
Jeste li svoje iskustva podijelili s nekim, iz svoje obitelji, prijatelja, što oni kažu, kakve su reakcije?
Did you exchange your experiences with somebody?
Yeah, actually with friends of mine, but nobody has a problem right now, so I didn't get any feedback.
Što vi mislite, ta razlika, ova biotehnologija, normalna medicina, kakva je svijest danas o tome u Americi?
I think it works. It really works. I mean, I could have taken pain pills, but I just didn't want to. And the treatment works. I come in here and maybe I have a problem getting out of my car because my body hurts. When I leave, I have no pain. So for me, it absolutely helped. And that's really all I can say.